This next class of dielectrics, in which we are going to see Hopkins null method for determination of dielectric constant. Dielectric constant, as we know, is given by epsilon r, or it is simply written as K. Now let us see the experimental setup. In the experimental setup, here we see is a battery. Lot of batteries are there in between, so that this is a electrometer. This is an electrometer which can measure the charges or the potential difference. This wires you see here will get deflected if there is a potential difference or charge. If there is no potential difference, they will come back to their zero deflection position, that is this vertical line. This is called as a quadrant electrometer because 4 quadrants are there. Now this electrometer, a meter which is used to measure charge or potential difference, is connected to these wires, to these keys K1 and K2. On the other side we have two capacitors, C1 and capacitor C2. Now initially there will be in C2 capacitor there is no dielectric medium in between, only air is there. Here also we have this C1 which is a variable capacitor, and there is another battery. Now in this battery, if you see, this is the positive terminal which can be connected to this wire, and the negative terminal of this battery can be connected to this K2. Now when we will press these keys K1 and K2, what is going to happen is, if we press this, if we join this K1 and K2, this side also will get joined, and if this side also gets joined, what will happen is C1 capacitor, this side will become positively charged and the other side, other plate, will become negatively charged. For capacitor C2, the upper plate will become negatively charged and lower plate will become positively charged, as this is connected to the negative end and K1 is connected to the positive end. Now what we are going to do is we are going to vary the capacitance of C1 such that it becomes equal to C2. Now how do we know that? When C1 and C2 will become equal, the electrometer will come back to its original position. That means there will be no deflection. That is why it is called as null deflection method. So once we adjust this value of C1 such that there is no deflection in this electrometer, then what we are going to do is we are going to introduce a dielectric slab in between this C1, C2 plates. Now when we introduce a dielectric slab, the capacitance of this capacitor will increase. But what we are going to do is we are going to move this lower plate and increase the distance between these plates. So when we introduce a dielectric between this C2 somewhere here of thickness T, the capacitance of C2 will increase, but we will try to move this lower plate to more distance. We will try to increase the distance. Initially the distance was D, now we will make the distance D plus some X such that there is no deflection, in this electrometer. That means again what we will have is C2 and C1 will become equal. Now capacitance of C1 can be given as C1 is equal to A into epsilon naught divided by D. This is the capacitance of C1, which is a variable capacitor. We had initially made this capacitance C1 equals to C2 when no dielectric was placed. So we can write C1 is equal to A epsilon naught divided by D. Capacitance of C2 is given by the equation A epsilon naught. Here the distance between the plates is D plus X, but we have also introduced a capacitor dielectric of thickness T plus T divided by dielectric constant, that is K. Now there is no deflection in the electrometer. There is no deflection no deflection in electrometer so C1 will become equal to C2. That means A epsilon naught by D will become equal to A epsilon naught by D plus X minus T plus T by K. So this A epsilon naught by will cancel and we will get D is equal to D plus X minus T plus T by K. We can cancel this D also, therefore we will get 0 is equal to X minus T plus T by K. We want an equation for K. So now we can write X is equal to, or we will take this minus T, X is equal to T minus T by K. We will take or what we will do is we want an equation for T. So we will not take this T as common, otherwise we don't get an equation for K. So we will write X is equal to X plus T. Both of this will become positive if they are transferred to this side. We will get this minus, X will become negative, and this will be equal to T by K. So we can write T minus X, this we can, numerator T we can take here, 1 divided by K. So we can write K is equal to T divided by T minus X. So this will be an equation for the dielectric constant. So this method will give us a way to find out this K, which is also the dielectric constant. This method is called as Hopkins null method because the electrometer shows null deflection when the capacitors become equal. We have a variable capacitor C1 and a constant capacitor C2, whose capacitance also can be changed by moving the plates downwards. So this was the Hopkins null method for determination of dielectric constant.